What's going on, trucking junkies? We are up here in the foothills of the Ozarks, Nowhere, Arkansas. We picked up a load yesterday in Shreveport. It's Tuesday, by the way. I picked up a load in Shreveport yesterday. Made one big loop right back to the house. But as you can see, I am in the driver's seat. Got nobody over there. This last student lasted a week. And I gotta quit giving me people that don't want to be here. They're screwing up my retention rate. We'll talk about that later. We're getting up here. We got 5 coils to unload. Let's go. Welcome to Mountain View, Arkansas. I believe this is the home of the Bean Festival and outhouse races. I believe. My mom can tell you. We've been to all these festivals around here. But man, is it way up here. So we are here, like a little mom and pop place. Tell you, last night I stayed at home. I parked at North Little Rock. I had enough time to get here last night, but between Bald Knob, which is about, I don't know, maybe 50 miles from North Little Rock. From there to here, not one truck stop. Horrible. So I opted to stay at the house. But that's not the story you want to hear, is it? You want to hear what happened to Antonio. Well, I'm gonna preface all this with this statement. Please do not come to Maverick or truck driving if you don't want to be a truck driver. I mean, look. We work weird hours. 2 of those. We work weird hours. Weekends don't matter. Okay. Your appointment time on Monday is what matters. And if you got to leave on a Sunday to get someplace, you leave on a Sunday. If you got to leave on a Saturday to get someplace, you leave on a Saturday. Okay? That's just the nature of truck driving. We have appointments to get to. We are a service industry. We are serving a customer. And we have to be where we need to be on time. It just is what it is. So last week we go down to Laredo. And then we get a job in Laredo. And we get up to Muskogee on Friday. And we get a job, and it is to go to Fort Smith and pick up a load going to Ohio on Tuesday, which meant we didn't have to leave until Monday, right? Well, All well and good, except that job got canceled. We got taken off of that job almost immediately. Before we even left the parking lot where we were sitting, waiting on getting a job. And it was to go to Shreveport for yesterday morning at 7 a.m. So in order to get there from North Little Rock, we needed to leave no later than 3:30 on Sunday. That's a pretty good weekend at home. Why did I bring these over here? I don't need these over here. I need these over here. There we go. Jeremy, dumb butt. And so I tell him, he's like, I told him, I said, well, that got canceled. We're going to Shreveport for Monday. And he says, well, what time do we have to leave on Sunday? I said, we need to leave at about 3:30. And he says, well, I've got something to do at 1 o'clock on Sunday. I said, well, we got to be in Shreveport 7 a.m. on Monday. And he says I don't know what it was. I didn't ask, none of my business. And he said he's paid money to do something certain on Sundays, and that he didn't want to rush around and trying to leave on a Sunday. And then he said he was going to tell his fleet manager when he got his own truck that he wasn't going to drive on Sundays. And I told him, I said, well, I said, you could try that. I said, but I said, it's not your fleet manager who sets those appointments. I said, it's our load managers, our ALMs. I said, and they set it, you know, depending on what the customer's needs are, you know, what the customer's appointments are. I said, but on Mondays, I said, no matter what you're, you know, if it's an open schedule, I said, you got to be there by 10 a.m. according to Maverick. That's what time they want you there. And now if you got an appointment on a Monday, let's say for 2 o'clock, you don't have to be there until 2 o'clock. Okay, but as far as an open appointment goes, or an early appointment, you need to be there on time. I just didn't sit well with him, I guess. And I get a text from him on Saturday night saying that he wasn't going to be on the truck come Sunday, and that it just wasn't a good time for him to go OTR right now. I'm like, okay, well, please take all your stuff out of my truck, and please call Maverick on Monday, which I do anyway when somebody does that stuff. But you know, I got all you guys out here that are begging for a job, you know, really need a job, and then I'll get 2 guys in a row that don't want to be here. I'm like, why waste your time? And he got his CDL through Maverick. Man, that's going to cost him. It's going to cost him. But no skin off my back. It's just screwing up my retention rate, man. We get, you know, that's part of our metrics, not matrix. You know, our retention rate for students. It's not detrimental to us, but you know, it is tracked. And I like my numbers to be high. I don't know how you get in. I told him, I said, look, I said, we don't normally, I said, as truck drivers, unless we schedule the day off, we usually don't schedule anything on Sundays. I like to go bowling on Sundays with my buddies, but I don't get to go that often because I'm doing stuff. I'm trucking somewhere, you know, and they don't ever know if I'm gonna be there unless I show up. Or I call them and I tell them, like, hey Ryan, I'm not gonna be there today or tomorrow or whenever, you know. I don't know, man. I don't think people do enough research. I think they see I honestly think they see the money that we can make out here, and that clouds their judgment to the point to where they don't really know what they're doing. And that guy was talking about getting his own truck. You know, everybody's like, I want my own truck. Well, man, sometimes you gotta pay your dues before you get your own truck. I don't know, whatever. Maybe my next one will stay their butt on the truck their whole time. I don't know. It's almost getting to the point to where I'm thinking to myself, is it still worth it? You know? I mean, and I know there are some Maverick uppers that watch this channel, and this might be for y'all, but Maverick's reputation for a longevity company is not the norm out here that I've seen and that I've heard. Just about every student, I try to talk them out of it. Try to talk them out of, you know, just not staying. But just about every student talks about leaving the company as soon as they get on the trainer truck, which is weird. Weird to me. And they get, I'm just here for a little while and I'm leaving. I'm like, man, you didn't even give it a chance yet. Not even out here on your own yet, and you already talk about leaving. But I know when a company gets to the size of what Maverick is, you got to kind of feed the monster. Especially after putting money into CDL school. But just know, Maverick can be a good company. You know, it doesn't have to be just a starter company for you. It can be a good company. What is wrong with this? Okay, well, you're just gonna get, there you go, just like that. And look at me, I started with Maverick, got my CDL with Maverick. Over 5 years later, I'm still here, still making tons of money, and I have a good relationship with my fleet manager and with Maverick, and they keep me moving. They keep money going into my bank. They keep the truck loaded. I don't have to worry about whether I'm gonna get paid or not on Friday. And I'm telling you, some of these places, you'll go to some of these brokers with your own truck, you know, And after you do a load, a few weeks later, you're wondering where your money's at. I'm not saying all like that. I'm just saying there's some out there. So if you're new coming into this industry, you better do your homework. Oh, come on, man. Stay in here. Because you'll be surprised. Surprised at the kind of turnover rates that trucking companies have. $60, $70, 80% turnover, man. Why is that? Well, part of it has got to do with people like the last guy was on my truck. Already coming into a company thinking you're going to leave the company. Always thinking that there's something better down the road. Well, at some companies, that might be true. I'll give you an example. Like my son, he drove for Melton first, and Melton treated him all right. It's just that he had to stay out for lengths of time. Well, they required you to stay out for 2 weeks anyway at a time. He had to stay out, and if you stayed out longer than that, you'd get better runs. But if you only stayed out your 2 weeks, they'd keep you around the house and give you crap little runs. That's what he was getting. And so he left there and went to Jordan. And Jordan was a company like Maverick that says, we'll get you home every week. Well, they told him that, and then when it came time to go home every week, they gave him a runaround about they didn't have any loads going back that way. And I find that to be BS, because there's always loads going into Arkansas. There's always loads coming out of Arkansas. Especially up in Blytheville. I always pick up steel there. So he did that for a little over a year, and then went to a company called Diamond State in dang it, Jeremy, in Malvern, and that's where he's at now. And he goes home every week, just like they told him. But, you know, it took him a couple of tries to find a company that would work, you know, with what he needed. But Maverick, I've never had an issue with Maverick. You know, not being true to their word so far. So far. I don't know what Maverick's turnover rate is. I know it's they actually said it in the Trainer of the Year meetings, and I don't remember what it was. I know it's not nearly as what some of these companies are, man. But anyway, that's what happened. Like I said, more power to him. Good luck. No big deal. Sure, it's hot up here. Hot, hot, hot. I think the guy that unloads is at lunch. I think that's what that dude said. That's all right. They're on break or something, I don't know. It doesn't matter. They'll come out here eventually. I think I'm gonna move the truck back just a little bit. Phew, man. Alrighty. Got that one on. Got that one on there tight. There we go. I'll go back around the other side of those. That one, that one, that one. There we go. It is going to be warm enough this week to where I think I can get in the pool at the end of the week. I put my feet in it last night and it's pretty warm. It wasn't icy cold like I thought it would be. Gotta love swimming into October, man. Heck yeah. There we go. Oh man, I don't know where we're going after this. There's really nothing up here, honestly. I saw a Maverick truck headed back down south on the way here. I don't know if they delivered here or somewhere else, but I don't know. But it's only Tuesday, so I'm close enough to Missouri. They can send me up into Missouri. I don't know, about 150 miles from Blytheville. They send me there. Or they can send me back down to the North Little Rock area. Take me forever to get down there, but I should have sprayed these before I rolled them up, but I'll spray them next time. Good thing I got my steel toes on. That would have hit my toe. That would have not felt good. Not felt good at all. Not at all. As you can see, we bent my toolbox. Had a chain hanging here. Got caught up under the tire. He moved the truck without checking its surroundings. I got him stopped though before it did too much damage. Bungees. Always, always, always check around your truck before you move your truck. Always. You need this moved back some?
Yeah, I'll get this first one off, then I'll have to back it up.
Okay.